Hello traders, Gary Wagner here. Just about noon in Honolulu, 6 o'clock in New York. It is Tuesday, 26th day of February, 2019, and this is the daily report for gold and silver. We do have the precious metals higher across the board with fractional changes in gold, modest changes in silver, and nice moves in platinum and palladium. First to gold. Gold trading up $1.60 today, $13.31.10. It's about a 0.1% increase. That's after reaching a high of $32.40. So we're just off of the high, and the low today was 25. So we absolutely have an inside trading day, but we do have some gains on the day. Silver also tracking higher, gaining about 5 cents at 15.88. But when we look at platinum and palladium, it's a different story. About a $10 gain in platinum, trading at $863.20, putting it up about $9.60. But traders, once again, as I said in my opening letter, to infinity and beyond. Of course, I don't mean that literally, but palladium has been a skyrocket, to say the least, gaining another 2%. That's 5% in the last two trading days, now tracking at 15.26. I'll talk to you about my upside revised target in palladium when we pull up our technical studies. Now, in terms of U.S. equities, they were slightly lower. Industrial down about 33 points, 26,057. Standard & Poor's down fractionally. That was down 2 points at 27.93, and the composite was in essence unchanged, down 4 points at 75.50. So traders, in the second day of the week, what we are seeing is this market consolidating. Absolutely. In fact, ever since hitting the highs of $1,350 last week, which was followed by a dramatic down day, on Friday, we really had a green candle, which was a piercing line. But what I'm noticing is this. In a very loose sense, we are getting a series of higher lows, and in a very loose sense, we are getting a series of lower highs. That spells compression, although it is very minor at this point. But what I am seeing is as follows. I am seeing a base being formed in this marketplace, and the former top prior to the market trading to 1350 was really 1331, and that's right here. If we draw this yellow line across, what you'll see is that for the most part, we have had the range staying right within this defined trading area. And what that tells me is that we are still within a defined bullish trend, and the characteristics of this bullish trend are remaining intact. And we've talked about this on multiple occasions, but I think it's that critically important to always look at it. We get a price spike followed by sideways consolidation at a higher price. Then we get our next stair step and consolidation at a higher price. Now that all changed about mid-November. I don't have our moving averages up, but this is when we actually traded above the 50-day moving average and had a golden cross, and then we had a much steeper rally. And the most impressive part of this most recent rally is that although there have been slight corrections, they've been shallow at best. Right here we got a small one. Here we're getting a small one. Here we have somewhat of a sideways trading and then a small retracement, and then also here a small retracement. Why is that important? Because what it tells us is that the upward momentum in this market is still intact. The market is not going to move straight parabolically up, which is a good thing. Parabolic up means parabolic down. Rather, it seems to be forming this base, and it's forming the base at a higher price. My sense is whether it finds support right at current pricing, which is what's been happening over the last day, or it actually trades a little bit lower, and I would look for something very, very shallow, maybe to 1312. My sense is once we find support and move back to upside potential, we are going to challenge these highs at 1370. And realize we have tried on 4 occasions. Last year there were 3 attempts. That's these 3 tops here. In each occasion it was unsuccessful. I believe on this particular instance, the 4th time will be the charm. Traders, maintain your current flat position. We're looking for a place to enter. I don't think that there's enough room to the downside to go short, so I am waiting for the proper moment to re-enter the market from the long side. Of course, we will send out a special trade alert. And traders, I do want to cover Palladium. Palladium in the last 2 trading days has gained 5%, another $30 today. It had hit our first target, which was $1,500 an ounce. That was based upon a harmonics of 2 different extensions. This one here at $14.99 and this one here, which is a 1.382 extension at $14.87. We took that out like a hot knife through butter and continue to track higher. And traders, you can absolutely see the strength of this market. In fact, let's take a quick look at the daily chart. What we see when we convert our weekly to a daily is the phenomenal moves that we have seen over the last 3 days, but specifically yesterday and today, because considering that yesterday the market opened at 1460, it's now at 1526. That is a tremendous move in the market. So the question becomes, if it continues to rise, where is our next target? What is our revised target? And traders, to accomplish that and to give you some numbers, we have to go back to the extensions, because that is really the best way to look at this market. We have 2 basic extensions, one starting at about $168, going up to about $900. This is a tremendous move. And then we start our extension from about $450. That's going to be the numbers in the center. We have a shorter extension. The shorter extension begins at $450. It goes up to $1132, and then it begins at $1820 here, and that is the numbers on the right. So what we're looking at is we had this solid harmonics. We broke through that. Our target, if this market continues to have steam, is got to be the 1.618% extension. It's an extension of only this wave right here, which is what makes it realistic. And traders, I believe, will actually hit $1,662. On the bottom, top side is a 1.38 extension, the longer one at $17.58. Traders, you probably thought I was stretching my imagination when I called for Palladium to be at 1,500, but here we are at 1,526. It is not that out of the realm of possibilities that we're now going to $1,600 in Palladium. This has been Gary Wagner, wishing you as always good trading. We will talk to you tomorrow for another daily update and review. Bye-bye.